mobile and TikTok. What up, guys? How are you guys doing today? Done that about goddamn time. Lee, bro, I didn't understand none of that. Mula, what's up, brother? Abel, haven't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? Unk, get this dude out of here with the spamming. It's all good, man. If you want to spam, we could spam, man. It's all good, man. Let him spam, guys. If you guys want your comment read, go ahead and spam it until I read it, at least. Then once I read it, you can stop. We are going to talk about Bengals and Steelers, obviously, but let's set the stage here a little bit, man. We gotta. I don't want to have to repeat myself too much. Obviously, a lot of people want to know NFL, but we got one college football game today and two MLB games, real quick. So let's start with either MLB or college football, and then we'll go to NFL. What's up, Humble? How you doing, brother? I am doing great, dog. Thanks for asking. Lala, how you doing, man? Are you holding down the jungle or not, brother? Let me check in on YouTube. Let me make sure everything is good. Warfield, yo, missed you last weekend. What's up, boss? Yo, we out here working every single day, man. Every single day. I don't think I've missed any days. Maybe I missed a day on the weekend or something, but we are out here working every single day, guys. Let's get to it. I'm gonna let you guys decide. Let's start with either college football or MLB first, and then we'll get to NFL. We'll do NFL right in the middle. Just give it some time for more people to show up. Give me red for college football. Give me blue for MLB. What do y'all want to talk about first? College football, red for college football, blue for MLB. Let me know, man. Bounce back day, yes, man. It's 1-in-1 day yesterday. We lost a U and some change, some spare change, man. We get that back in a single play on the weekend. So this is what we do this for, man. We are here for Thursday through Monday, okay? Tuesday, Wednesday, chill days, man. Don't expect nothing crazy. Here we are, though. The weekend gets started today. Let's get to it like it's not into it. The game's about to start. Yeah, there is one game about to start for MLB. Good point, guys. And people are voting MLB anyways. So let's get right to it, guys. This is a 6 o'clock start time, still 2 hours away. Let's talk about Milwaukee versus the Dodgers. It's going to be Jose Quintana. Jose Quintana is the guy you guys should be considering. I know Ashby is probably listed in some places, but Jose Quintana is going to be the primary pitcher today against Tyler Glasnow going for the Dodgers. So you guys voted for MLB anyway, so cool. Now let's put up the poll for what's the right side here, man. Are we taking the Brewers? Are we taking the Dodgers? Give me blue for the Brewers. Red for the Dodgers. What side are you on today? Blue for the Brewers. Trying to keep the bees. Blue for the Brewers. Red for the Dodgers. What side are you on today? 6:08. First pitch. Jose Quintana starting for the Brewers. Glasnow is starting for the Dodgers. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Do not miss out on these streams. I'm out here cooking every single day, man. Like I've told y'all before, you cannot tell if I'm coming off of a good day or a bad day. Okay, you got to shake them off. You got to shake off the W's. You got to shake off the L's, okay? Yesterday, took a small little L. Went 1-1, but I lost my more confident play was the, not the Brewers, the Mariners. Freaking Mariners. They didn't even show up. We got UTEP. But it's all right, man. We get back to it like it's not into it. Let's talk about the Brewers and the Dodgers. This line opened up Dodgers in favored at home, as you would expect. Favored by 175 at home. It is down to minus 171. But the path that this line took is pretty interesting. The Dodgers were up to 195 at one point during this layover, during this day off. So they're down to minus 171, so we keep that in mind. Jose Quintana is the primary pitcher for Milwaukee. Probably not the opener. I think the opener is going to be Ashby, but the primary pitcher is going to be Jose Quintana. He's the one that's going to take the bulk of the innings, and he's been getting rocked. He's been getting rocked big time coming into this one. He did good against the Cubs in his one playoff start, but besides that, coming into this one in his last 5 games, he's given up 17 runs in 22 innings. Pretty bad numbers. That's a 6.95 ERA, almost a 7.0 ERA. And on the road, he does a little bit better, so he's been getting hit more at home. So now he's on the road where he's given up 11 runs over 26 innings. Okay, not good numbers there for Quintana, but a little bit better on the road. For Glasnow on the other side, man, he's been great. He's been fantastic. He's given up only 5 runs in his last 21 innings. In the postseason, he's played 2 games. He's given up 0 runs in 7 innings so far in the playoffs. Not as good at home. He does get hit a little bit more at home, but we keep that in mind. He has been fantastic in the playoffs, guys. He's got 5 years of playoff experience. Glasnow does. He's given up 29 runs and 53 innings, so pretty good numbers there. You always got to consider the bullpen, guys. The Dodgers bullpen is a little shaky, definitely shaky here. I got them at the 4th worst bullpen so far in the playoffs. Milwaukee, I've been saying it all playoff long. The Milwaukee bullpen is definitely one of the stronger bullpens in MLB. Guys, this is Game 3 now. Game 3 now. Brewers lost their first 2 games in Milwaukee. Everyone's probably counting them out at this point. You would think the Dodgers at home, you know, they want to go up 3-0, but we were in the same scenario with the Phillies, and the Phillies came in there with, who was it? With Aaron Nola, bro. They came in there with Aaron Nola and picked up a Game 3 win. The Dodgers at home have not been your typical Dodgers at home of years past. This is ugly. This is ugly, but Jose Quintana, hold it together when the innings you're out there, and I think the right side to be on today is the Brewers. It would be the Brewers for me. Let me see what you guys are saying. It was blue for the Brewers. Yeah, so you guys are feeling the Brewers too. Okay. Let me catch up on all the comments, all the chat. How much? What's the money on the teams? The money is 60% on the Brewers. So the sharper money is on the Brewers. But the bets, the tickets are split 50-50. So this is not really a public play too much. Seattle lost at home yesterday. Brewers win today. Okay, so just based on just who won at home. Are we taking the Bengals? We're going to talk about it soon. Take the over. We're about to talk about that game, brother. JN. Dodgers in 5. Ohtani wakes up today. Ohtani's been due to wake up for a while, man. They said don't fade the Dodgers. Dodgers been... you could pick spots against the Dodgers this year. Every day's a good day. There we go, man. I like that. I like those vibes, man. Dodgers are too much for the Brewers. I'm on a high-scoring game. We can talk about if it's going to be high-scoring or low-scoring. Anybody got anything else for the side? So I'm feeling the Brewers. Am I rushing to the window to go back to Jose Quintana? I don't think so. Glasnow pitched very, very well against the Brewers this year. He gave up only 1 run in 11 innings. Quintana got hit a little bit against the Dodgers this year. I don't know. This is one where it seems too obvious to take Glasnow. Glasnow is coming into this one so good. It seems so obvious to take the Dodgers to go up 3-0. Nah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Brewers did something in this game. Let's talk about the over/under real quick, guys. Let's go. Let's get right through these games, man. Same game. We're talking about the Brewers and the Dodgers. Give me red for the over. Give me blue for the under. What side of the total are you on between Milwaukee and the Dodgers? Milwaukee and the LA Dodgers. Red for the over, blue for the under. Cast your votes. Cast your votes. What up, Abel? How you doing, brother? I see you. Can you say 6'7", 6? Bro, I don't even know what 6'7" means, man. You guys are. I'm not that old, bro. Don't call me uncle, but I have no idea what y'all be coming up with some of these times, man. Some of these days. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here, guys. I appreciate some double taps, man. I know you guys are loving the content, and I'm out here every single day grinding, man. If you guys appreciate that, give me some double taps. And if you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Somebody said 2 days ago I went perfect on college football totals. I went 3-0. Yesterday I came on here and went 4-0 in college football, sides and totals. I gave you guys UTEP. I gave you guys Jacksonville State. And I said I wouldn't play the under on either of those games. I said it would be the over. They both went over. I guess, I don't know. So maybe I'm not super confident with those doo-doo universities and who really could be that confident with these schools. But college football, man, I've been telling y'all since we went 68% on the entire season last year. I told y'all, man, it's special. So we're going to talk some college football. Again, coming off of a live stream 4-0. In the Discord, we went 1-0. All we did was UTEP. We could talk about some college football, guys. We are talking about the total first, though. Total of Milwaukee versus LA. Sorry, I got sidetracked there a little bit. This total opened up 7.5. It is up to 8.5. The public is actually, this one is also pretty 50-50. 52% is on the over here. Both of the games have gone under so far. You got Jose Quintana. He's definitely hittable. You got Glasnow, who's coming into this one almost too clean. I would expect him to get hit. These are two lineups that can hit. Of course, Milwaukee, kind of middle of the pack. The Dodgers, the second best team in the playoffs, batting wise. We know the Dodgers bullpen could get hit after. You need Glasnow to get out of the game, but once Glasnow gets hit, if he does get hit, then the bullpen can give up some runs there. I could see this game going over, guys. I know the first 2 games have been a blowout, have been easy unders. I was on one of them. I was on the game 1 under. This one, I could see this thing going over, guys. That's the way I would play this. Let me see what you guys said. You guys are leaning the over as well. You're not uncle, you're Theo. Hey, chill, bro. Do you use white strips? I haven't used them in a while, honestly. Guys, man, I gatekeep nothing yet. Go get the Crest white strips, bro. You only have to use them once, and then every once in a while you just got to touch up. And yeah, I haven't used them in a while, man. Thanks for the gifts, I appreciate it. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Hit the follow button if you guys want to join the Discord. Link is in bio. Let's go, man. What about the time of the game with the shadows at LA Dodgers? I'm not tracking really the LA Dodgers shadows, to be honest. I know Seattle, you make a good point. In Seattle, guys, day games, you got to be careful with those shadows. What I would do instead of that is look at the day and night splits. Shoot, I don't have the. Let's see. I got Scherzer. I got Glasnow. You can look at the day and night splits for both of these guys. Glasnow, he's the exact same. He's got the exact same ERA, day and night. And then for the, I'm going through my history right here, showing you guys my whole history. And then the other pitcher is going to be Quintana. Yeah, I'm really answering each one of your questions right now, man. For Jose Quintana, a little bit worse on the during the day, but not that much worse. All right, guys, we got to keep it moving. Let's go. I live in LA. The shadows at Dodger Stadium are unreal. And that would help the over or the under. Which of the two? Dodgers or Brewers? We said the Brewers is probably the right side. It would help the under. Okay, there you go. I just looked at Jose Quintana's numbers. He's a little worse on the road, and I expect him to get hit a little bit here. I don't know. I probably wouldn't play that total to begin with, but my lean is still going to be the over. Guys, let's go ahead and talk about the next MLB game, and then we're going to NFL. I know a lot of people here probably for NFL, but let's talk about the other MLB game real quick, and then we'll switch gears. Yes, we are talking about the Blue Jays and the Mariners today in Game 4 of this series. Blue for the Blue Jays, red for the Mariners. Let's go, guys. Blue for the Blue Jays, red for the Mariners. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Do not miss out on these streams. By now, guys, you should have hit the little bell icon too, because you don't know when I'm coming live, but you don't want to miss it when I am live. So hit the bell icon so you see when I'm live. We are coming off of a fantastic Week 6. We went 9-1 in Week 6. We hit our last 9 in a row. I lost the Thursday play last week, and then I messed around and went 9-0 on Sunday and Monday. 5-0 on Sunday, 4-0 on Monday, including the lay. Thank you for the gifts, man. Appreciate it. So, yeah, 9 in a row. We're trying to go for number 10 today, guys, with NFL. Link is above if you want to join up. Let's talk about the side. Blue for the Blue Jays, red for the Mariners. This is Luis Castillo pitching against Max Scherzer today, guys. This line is moving in favor of the Blue Jays. Keep that in mind. That's interesting there because Max Scherzer, he's making his playoff debut for this year. He hasn't played in the playoffs. In fact, he hasn't played since September 24th, almost a month ago now. He hasn't played in a while, but this guy is not lacking experience. This is, if you guys were talking about the Icy Hot Bowl with NFL, this guy's he's using plenty of Icy Hot too, man. He's got 10 years of playoff experience. He's given up 60 runs in 143 innings. But before the injury or whatever, I gotta look up what it was with Max Scherzer because he hasn't pitched since September 24th. It's definitely for a reason. Before that break, he was getting rocked. 21 runs over 18 innings. On the road, he's getting rocked as well. 17 runs over 23 innings. It's horrible. It looks bad for Max Scherzer before the break, and now we expect him to be even better. I don't know. He had a point in the season where he was struggling. Then he was pitching pretty well. But before the break, he was definitely getting rocked. Luis Castillo on the other side, not getting rocked. In fact, elite, untouchable. In his last 5 games, he's given up only 2 runs in 24 innings. At home, pretty good as well. In his last 4 games at home, he's given up 2 runs in 18 innings. There was one start there. He got rocked for 5 runs, but overall, really, really good at home and really good overall. So far in the postseason, he's been good for 0 runs in 5 innings. In his 3-year playoff career, he's played in the playoffs 3 times. He's given up only 4 runs in 25 career playoff innings. That's pretty impressive there. This line is moving in favor of Toronto. That's kind of weird. That's sketchy. You do have a Toronto bullpen that's the second worst bullpen in MLB. But as you saw yesterday, you could get the runs early. This one's interesting to me. But if I had to lean somewhere, I gotta say Toronto could probably figure something out. Again, this one looks too easy. Too easy to take Luis Castillo at home at 120. That price doesn't make sense. Luis Castillo has been untouchable. And you get to take the team that just got rocked yesterday, absolutely rocked. I would lean the Blue Jays here as the right side. Let me see what you guys are saying or what you said already. Looks like you guys are on the Blue Jays too. I don't like the recency bias, right? We all just saw them put up, 12 runs yesterday? We're about to talk about the over-under, Abel. 60% on the Blue Jays. 56% on the Blue Jays. They don't have a bullpen. Scherzer's going to have to play at least 5 innings. Yeah, man. Toronto's getting rocked in the bullpen. But they got off to a huge lead yesterday, so they definitely haven't used the bullpen up. So at least the arms that are there are available. Let me confirm that real quick. Excuse me. For Toronto, yeah, they did not use their top arms. In fact, the closer, Jeff Hoffman, he hasn't pitched in 3 days. He's got 3 days off. So that's a good spot there for Toronto. At least their bullpen is rested. For Seattle, where are the Mariners at here? Am I tripping? The AL. Yeah, they haven't used their arms either. So Munoz and company, they're healthy. I gotta say, this one looks weird, man. This one looks too easy to take Seattle. I think Toronto might be the right side there. No way the Brewers lose 3 in a row. We talked about Milwaukee Dodgers. Feeling the Brewers there, man, to come up with something. Would you rather take the Jays or the Brewers for plus bread? The Jays or the Brewers? I probably feel more comfortable with the Brewers. Is it crazy? I think Chase Brown. We're about to get to NFL, guys. Rest in peace to the under in the Jays game yesterday. Yeah, I think I said I leaned under. I didn't play it. I was on the Mariners, so that was a blowout loss anyways, man. Thank you for the gifts, man. I appreciate it. Whoever sent them earlier. David, thank you, man. Warren. Okay, you guys ready to talk to some NFL? Looks like. He's not a prop guy. Y'all got to join the Discord to talk prop. Yeah, I'm not a huge prop guy, but I can sometimes at least guide you in the right direction, man. What up, Perm? How you doing, brother? Let's talk about the over-under real quick. Guys, looks like everybody's ready to talk about some NFL. So before that, let's talk about the last total with Toronto and Seattle, guys. Give me red for the over. Give me blue for the under. Red for the over for Toronto versus Seattle. Game 4 of this series there tonight at 8:33 Eastern Time. And then blue for the under. Always give you guys a minute there to cast your votes. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, we are trying to continue our 9-0 NFL run. We went 9-1 in week 6. 9-0 though on Sunday and Monday. We're trying to continue that today, guys. If you guys want to join the squad, link is in bio. I came on here during the summer. I told you, watch out for my college football. Watch out for my NFL. Here we are hitting 68% on the entire NFL season. College football is not too far behind, but I got to check it, but I think it's around 57, 58. But yeah, NFL has been popping off, man. Let's get to it, guys. We are talking about the over-under between Toronto and Seattle MLB game today. This line opened up juice to the over, 7.5 juice to the over. Now it's kind of evened out. So, but 69% of the public is on Toronto. Of course they are. Of course they are on the over. 69% on the over. After yesterday's game, they scored 15, 16 runs. Of course, everybody's probably going to be on the over. Max Scherzer, man. Max Scherzer, very, very hittable. Very hittable, man. And he's coming into this one, his first playoff game. I gotta see what sort of injury he's coming off of. Let me check on that real quick, man. That's pretty important here, especially for the total. So he has not played since September 24th. And the reason for that is, let's see, he threw a bullpen session on Monday. Ooh, that's another thing. Remember, in the regular season, guys, back in the regular season, we had to see if these guys were playing in, if they threw some rehab innings. It looks like he hasn't played since September 24th, and he didn't do any rehab games. He didn't do any rehab, but he did do a bullpen session. So, what is the reason he was out, though? Bassett, does anybody know? I'm not seeing anything definitive here on RotoWire. If somebody knows, let me know. But either way, he was getting rocked before he got injured or whatever. And then on the other side, Luis Castillo, man, like I said, he's pretty untouchable. So you have really in both of these games, you have a pitcher that's really hittable, and you have a pitcher that looks pretty untouchable. But guys, again, barring the fact that, or given the fact that they just popped off for 15, 16 runs yesterday, and given the fact that it looks too easy for Max Scherzer to continue to get hit the way he was in September and before, Luis Castillo, this price is just kind of throwing me off and telling me that Toronto could probably get some runs on Luis Castillo here. Luis Castillo has been so good, though, that he could at least keep this game at bay. I would lean, this was kind of tripping me up if you guys aren't noticing. I would lean this game to go under, though. I would expect Max Scherzer, again, it doesn't look like he's just going to get rocked, just according to the price here. He's coming into this one again in his last 5 games, giving up 21 runs over 18 innings. Completely getting rocked. It's ugly, but under for me if I had to play, man. Nemo says the Jays win today. We talked about the side. I think Jays might be the side. Icy Hoppo, you guys already talk about NFL. Over is too easy. Got to take the under. There you go. Valley, you're kind of thinking the same thing I'm thinking, man. How's your day been? Thank you, man. My day's been great. Appreciate you asking, man. Appreciate you asking. Actually, it got off to a really weird start. I had to go to the animal emergency room, man. This dog decided to bite on a battery, of all things, man. But thankfully, it looks like he's going to be good. He's just a bad boy. I just spanked him. But he's going to be all good, man. Let's go, guys. Let's talk about NFL. We've talked about the side and the total with MLB. Let's talk about NFL, guys. We gotta get this thing going. Let's talk about the side first. Between Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, give me blue for the Bengals, red for the Steelers. This line is 5.5 in favor of Pittsburgh on the road. Give me blue for the Bengals. Give me red for the Steelers. This is Thursday Night Football, Week 7 kicking off here on Thursday Night Football. Cast your votes, bro. I need everybody cast your votes on this one, man. I need to see where you guys are at. Blue for the Bengals, red for the Steelers. Follow button's right up here, guys. If you're not already following, you're going to miss out on some good streams. You're going to miss out on these college football plays, man. Even when I'm not super confident in the doo-doo universities yesterday, ended up sweeping the board on college football 4-0. Official plays, that's really what matters to me. We went 1-0 on the college football, 1-1 overall. So college football looks pretty good. I probably just need to press the pedal on it a little bit more. NFL, we are pressing the pedal. We are 9-0 coming into this Thursday night, 9-1 in Week 6. Let's talk about the side in this one real quick. Pittsburgh versus Cincinnati. This line is at 5.5, and it has stayed at 5.5. 58% of the public on Pittsburgh, so it's not super public. It's not like a Joe's versus what's the saying? I forget what the saying is. It's not like a public play. Is what I'm trying to say here. But guys, the way we got here is very interesting with this one. The way we got here with Pittsburgh is they're coming off of a game against Cleveland. They're coming off of a game against Minnesota. That's who they played in their last 2 weeks. And let me take you through the storyline, the path of how we got here today. Pittsburgh is coming off of a win against Cleveland. That win against Cleveland was against the rookie quarterback making his second start. That was Dylan Gabriel. Okay, Dylan Gabriel and the Browns were coming off of their trip from London. They were coming back from London with no break, with no bye week. Usually you have a bye week after international travel. Not so much for that rookie. So that was not a good spot there for the Browns to come into Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was coming off of a bye week, if you remember. Pittsburgh was coming off of a bye week. So they had 2 weeks to prepare for a rookie that was coming off of a London travel. That's pretty significant, okay? Before that, Pittsburgh, they were in London against Minnesota. That team was completely injured. They were missing 4 out of their 5 starters on the offensive line. Minnesota Vikings were in that game. So both of those spots there were very favorable for Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, Cincinnati, they've been battling with Green Bay. They went up to Green Bay, a very tough place to play, and they hung in there and covered the number. They covered the 15-point spread a week ago. Before that, they were in a battle. They actually hung in there with Detroit, right? One of the best teams in the league, right? Before that, they were in Denver. They got rocked in Denver. But look at these teams they're playing. They're playing good competition. Denver, Detroit, Green Bay, against Pittsburgh, who's playing bad competition, and they're playing that competition in bad spots that don't favor their opponent. It favored Pittsburgh. The strength of schedule numbers, let me tell you how different it is here. Cincinnati, they have the 3rd hardest schedule played so far through 6 weeks of NFL so far. Pittsburgh, they played the 27th hardest schedule. So keep that in mind, guys. Let's talk about real quick the X's and O's. The X's and O's in this game. What do these teams want to do? If I'm looking at the run frequency, okay, Pittsburgh has a balanced attack. They want to run the ball. They are 11th in terms of run frequency. The Cincinnati defense is looking pretty poor, pretty weak, but they are weaker against the pass. They're a little bit better against the run, but not so much better. Okay, Cincinnati, they don't try to run. They don't stick to the run. They just don't have the luxury. They're behind on a lot of games, and they don't really stick to the run. So this looks like a lopsided matchup, right? This looks like a lopsided matchup in favor of Pittsburgh on paper, right? Offense, passing game, rushing game, and then on defense, the other side too. And then to top it off, though, the offensive line and the defensive line, both of those lines favor Pittsburgh as well. So the battle in the trenches should go to Pittsburgh. And then you have a quarterback with Aaron Rodgers that is playing pretty well. He's ranked 8th in passer rating. He gets the ball out quick. You guys have probably heard by now, too, the defensive end, Trey Hendrickson for Cincinnati, is not expected to play. If you didn't know that, he's not expected to play. This is, guys, I'm getting to the where I'm at in this game. This is where I'm at 4:44 Eastern Time. Still 3 hours to go, 4 hours to go to kickoff. I am feeling, even though this is another divisional dog. This is another divisional dog here with Cincinnati. I'm feeling like it's too easy to take Cincinnati, to take another dog. These dogs have been barking way too much in prime time. They've won 6 out of the last 7 outright. This is, it seems too easy to take the dog, and I'm kind of stuck on this one a little bit. But I think the right move, the sharp move, the right move, the long-term right move is to take the divisional dog. Cincinnati getting 5.5. You can probably find a 6 somewhere. They have played a real tough strength of schedule. And if you guys recall, Pittsburgh has played nobody, and they played them in real tough situations that did not favor their opponents. Pittsburgh they had to win those games. I'm feeling the Bengals there. Let me see what you guys said. Brandon says, I like Cincinnati, but it feels like a trap. I get it. It doesn't feel like one of those dogs that were truly barking the other days. So keep that in mind there. Put the mortgage on Cincinnati yet. Definitely not doing that, man. You went to school with Noah Fant. I did not. I did not go to school with him. Did you go? No, I didn't. Jaylen Warren to get a touchdown. Let me see, man. I'm not a big prop guy, but let me see. Jaylen Warren. So running back here against a Cincinnati defense that's pretty weak on both sides. But they are weak against the run, and they're not yards before contact too. Cincinnati's their run defense is leaking a little bit here. I would expect RB1 to Pittsburgh for Pittsburgh to get a touchdown, man. Go for it. Bengals 7.5 and the under 51.5. We can talk about the total. Pittsburgh, straight up. Chi-Town, man. You that's a little too juicy for me, brother. It's a little too juicy for me, man. Don Dada says take the Bengals, man. Don't overthink it. We could see about that, man. The dogs were in last week. Guys, this is how trendy these dogs are, man. In the last 7 primetime games, the dogs have covered 6-1. The dogs have won 6-1. They've won these games outright. And this little trend, this trendy dog trend here started 2 weeks ago. If you guys remember 2 weeks ago, the 49ers, they had no one on their roster to catch for Mac Jones. But somehow they won that game outright. Okay? So the last 6 out of 7 have hit. Primetime unders, we're going to talk about over-unders, but primetime unders are starting to hit it a little bit as well. I don't know. Again, I'm looking at the total. I'm looking at the total tickets here, and I'm seeing 58% on Pittsburgh. It's really not lopsided. It's not lopsided like the Eagles were. It's not lopsided like the Rams were against the 49ers. It's not lopsided like the Patriots. Like the Bills were against the Patriots. That's what I'm talking about here, man. Joe Money. Here's the splits right here in the ADAE column. Battle of the Unks. Scherzer had back tightness. So there you go. Not a serious injury, but a little back tightness there for the old man Scherzer. Where are you getting these numbers? I see 70. You're going to see a bunch of different numbers, guys. You're going to see a bunch of different numbers. The idea is you don't have to really know a specific number. You don't have to know a specific number. You gotta have to just have an idea of where the public is at. Okay, and if you look at different sources and you see that some are higher, some are lower, you can kind of guess it's kind of right in between, man. So what do you like the most? So in the Discord, brother, that's where I give my top plays. Those are the plays I like the most. They'll be in the Discord. Link is in bio. I see Hot Bull. Vegas knows the dogs. They thinking like you. It's a trap. Allo, stop. Vegas knows the dogs. They thinking like you. It's a trap. Maybe I am thinking like them. I'm kind of thinking like, okay, man. If you walk up to a table, one of those red and black tables, and it's hit red 6 out of 7 times, are you just gonna keep taking red? Is the dog barking here? Yo, chill, man. You're not supposed to be barking right now. Maybe you are. If I had to pick right now, 3-4 hours before kickoff, I think the dog is barking here, but not something I'm crazy about, man. Let's get it, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. I'm trying to read up on all the comments here. Y'all ready to talk about the total? Dogs barking, that's a clue. Man, you guys say that every time. I just can't see the Steelers going 5-1. It doesn't feel like they're deserving of it, that's for sure. But their competition, bro. They've competition they played. They played Cleveland with Dylan Gabriel coming back from London with no extra rest. And then they played Minnesota. If you rewind just 3 weeks ago, they were playing New England in New England, and they were lucky to win that game, honestly. They were lucky to win in that game. You say Bengals, and then for officials, you're going to play Steelers. No, not necessarily, Joe. I'm coming on here, and I'm just kind of airing my thoughts, brother. I think I say this every single day. I come on here, and I air my thoughts, okay? I do have some hours before kickoff, and if I change my mind, again, this is the way I'm feeling right now. What else do you want me to tell you? This is exactly the way I'm feeling right now, and I am feeling the Bengals. Do I see myself laying 5.5 with Pittsburgh? No, I don't. But are there other ways to play Cincinnati? Can I go Cincinnati in a teaser? Is that okay with you? I don't know why my man taking shots for no reason. Don't ignore the omen. The dog was clearly barking. Over under. Yep. Let's talk about the. That's why he's barking. Tell the puppy I said thanks. Oh my God. Yo, don't listen to this guy. Don't listen to this guy necessarily. This guy was dumb enough to bite on a battery today, a AA battery. I had to take this man to the ER, man. So he doesn't know it. He could be delusional right now. So don't just go off of that, man. We want you to get off the stream. Why that, bro? All right, guys, let's talk about the over/under real quick. Between this Pittsburgh and Cincinnati game, give me red for the over, give me blue for the under. Thursday Night Football, is it going over or under? Red for the over, blue for the under. This total opened up 42.5. It is up to 44.5. Hit the follow button, guys. If it's your first time here, hit the follow button. Link is in bio if you guys want to join up. Divisional road faves after a win, as division road faves again are 15-4. I got some numbers. So 15-4, that would tell you. So that would tell you take the Steelers. But then you got other things you could look at. Look at head coach Mike Tomlin. He is 2-9 on the road on Thursday Night Football, so a short rest. He hasn't been really good straight up. He hasn't been good. Mike Tomlin as a road fave of 3 or more. Mike Tomlin, guys, the thing with Mike Tomlin is you take him as a dog. You take him as a dog. You don't fade this guy as a dog. When he is undervalued, when his team is undervalued, that's when he shows up. Pittsburgh as a fave, though, when they're favored by more than 3 points, 18-29 against the number, 38%. All right, guys, let's talk about the total here. The total here, guys. I don't need to spend too much time on this, because you have, like I mentioned, one team with Cincinnati that has no defense, no pass defense, no run defense so far. Again, they have played some tough competition, but Aaron Rodgers is not a walk in the park either. But yeah, the defensive numbers have not looked good. I think the Pittsburgh defensive numbers also, they look really good. I think they could be a little bit inflated, again, given those situations that they've been in. I think Joe Flacco is an upgrade from what Cincinnati had previously. Again, with a team that doesn't run the ball like Cincinnati, that doesn't keep the clock running. That doesn't keep the clock running. And the clock stops with every single incompletion. I think this game would go over. Over is the way I would play this between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Again, the market has moved this thing from 42 to 44.5, 42.5 to 44.5. I was beginning to tell you guys that unders this year on primetime have started to get a little trendy again. 3-1 to the under so far. But I would expect that to kind of regress back to the mean a little bit. It's not a crazy big trend, but I would expect this game to go over. Let's check in terms of pace too. In terms of pace, Cincinnati moves at a quick pace, very quick pace. Pittsburgh moves at a slow pace, so that doesn't really help. But here you go. In terms of time of possession, neither of these teams really hold on to the clock. They don't really play that keep away kind of football. So the only way I could play that is the over. No need to overthink it. 24-27. So that would make it an over. Pittsburgh is better than last year. People going to remember, give us credit for playing good ball. Pittsburgh, are they better than last year? Yeah, they're better than last year. Aaron Rodgers definitely playing pretty good. I will say, slow your roll a little bit, man. This 42-year-old quarterback playing in Pittsburgh, where those rivers meet, bro, in November, December, January. That's gonna be pretty tough there. I would slow your roll a little bit going forward, man. I think Father Time could catch up to him a little bit. Bengals Super Bowl, it's always on Thursdays. Interesting. If you have anything to back that up, let me know. The Bengals alternative total is 79.5. Take the over 79.5. All right, man. You guys getting real creative. Let's see. All right, you guys done with last call for NFL? Hit the follow button, guys. If it's your first time here, hit the follow button. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Bengals win on the last drive. So, guys, here's my other reasons for caution. And really, I looked at this, and here's reasons to be cautious with the Bengals. It's not your slam dunk divisional dogs like other ones, okay? The other dogs weren't getting beat in the trenches the way the Cincinnati Bengals are, okay? They ranked 30th in terms of pressure rate allowed on the offensive line. They ranked 27th in terms of pressure rate given on the defensive side. That's pretty bad. And then you add on the fact that Trey Hendrickson has been ruled out or will be ruled out soon. I think you could even get a better number on Cincinnati, by the way, guys, once that news is out, or if it's not already out. You could probably even get a better number on Cincinnati. But I think that is a reason to hold your horses a little bit. The battle in the trenches, man. Pittsburgh Their offensive line protects Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers gets the ball out quick, and the defensive line could also generate pressure. So this is a battle where Pittsburgh could just win in the trenches on both sides of the ball. So keep that in mind, guys. Fluky Flacco to get 250 and 2 touchdowns. Are you backing Flacco here against this pass defense? Yeah, I'm not hating on it. I think the pass defense is a little bit more vulnerable. They have their safety is questionable coming into this one too. He hasn't practiced all week, so the Steelers might be missing their starting safety today too, a free safety. Rodgers for 300 touchdowns, 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. I don't know about all that, brother. Never taken under again. What do you mean? Guys, hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Let's talk some college football real quick, guys. Let's talk some college football real quick, guys. One game today. It's Tulsa versus East Carolina. We got some AAC action here, guys. Let's go. Give me red for Tulsa. Give me blue for East Carolina. What side are you on today for the only Thursday night FBS game tonight between Tulsa and East Carolina? Red for Tulsa, blue for East Carolina. East Carolina is favored by 16.5. 16.5. East Carolina is favored by 16.5 here at home. Thursday night, 7:30 start time here. Let's talk about this one real quick. So you have Tulsa. They lost their last 2 games. Tulsa lost their last 2 games. They're coming off of a bye week. What do I usually say? When you're coming off of a bye week, I want to know how you went into the bye week, okay? Tulsa lost their last 2 games after starting the season 2-2. They lost 2 games and then went into the bye week. I think you use that bye week to get healthier, get smarter, and bounce back. I think you use that wisely when you're going into the break on that kind of note. I gotta take a huge into account here the strength of schedule, guys. Tulsa has not been tested like East Carolina. East Carolina has played the 66 hardest schedule so far. Tulsa ranks 116th in terms of strength of schedule. What do these teams want to do? Both Tulsa's pretty well balanced. They good balance of run and pass. East Carolina, they want to establish the run first. They definitely want to stick to the run. And that does kind of play into the weakness of the Tulsa defense. Tulsa's defense hasn't been too terrible on paper, but their run defense is a little worse than their pass defense. So, okay, that could work in favor of East Carolina. Tulsa, on the other side, they are... Tulsa, like I said, a little bit more balanced, but East Carolina's defense has been shining here. They are really good, especially against the pass. And then when you get to the red zone, you're not converting touchdowns on them. In terms of red zone on the other side, on offense, when Tulsa has the ball, they're not getting to the red zone a whole lot. They are getting touchdowns once they get there, 73%, 11 touchdowns in 15 attempts. But East Carolina on the other side, they are getting their touchdowns. Guys, this is a big number, though. This is a big number here with 16.5. And usually I kind of just really take a step back and I look at how much red's on one side and how much green is on the other side. And I ask myself, is it enough? Is it enough? And guys, I think this is, I think the numbers look really pretty good for East Carolina on the defensive side, especially. They have a quarterback that could sling it there with senior quarterback Kaden Hauser. He could definitely sling it. Tulsa, they got a little bit of a controversy there, and they at quarterback, and they're starting Baylor Hayes going forward. He's a redshirt freshman, so he doesn't have a whole lot of experience coming into East Carolina here in a primetime game. Remember, strength of schedule. East Carolina's played a real tough a tougher strength of schedule than Tulsa. This is a tough one, but if I had to play the side, it would be East Carolina for me. I think East Carolina is the right side. Nobody cares about Tulsa. I mean, somebody cares. It's the only game for FBS, brother. So just because you don't care doesn't mean everybody else doesn't. You can overcut these games, mostly a spot. You've been on not the teams. Steelers 10.5 today, man. He said, don't even worry about the 5.5. Take them 10.5. Damn, you guys are in a bad mood about me talking about college football, man. I'm over here trying to give you guys every single an opinion for every single side and total. This game is going to be starting after these quarterbacks' bedtime. Yeah, that's the ice bowl, the icy hot bowl. Hey, bro, joined a little late. What's your reasoning on the Brewers? The reasoning on the Brewers, I just think people would be out on the Brewers after losing their first 2 games at home. Glass now, it just looks way too clean for Glass now. He's coming into this one super, super good. I would expect Milwaukee to do something here in Game 3. And that's a big number for the Dodgers. Hey, stop. Woo. All right, guys, let's talk about the over-under real quick. What's my record for yesterday? We went 1-1 in the Discord, 1-1. We hit the UTEP play, and we lost the Mariners play. But I did go heavier on the Mariners, so it was a losing day. It's all right. We come back, man. We come back. I tell the Discord pretty much every Tuesday and Wednesday. These are the chill days. We're not going crazy. So I only sent 2 plays each the last 2 days. Guys, I send on, like, for example, on Sunday, on a Sunday slate, I send an early slate and a night slate. So you end up getting like 7-8 plays. We go 2 U's all the time. We go 1.5 U. So yeah, man, this is when the weekend kicks off. Thursday through Monday is the party. Every single week in the Discord so far, it's been a party, it seems like. And to top it off, we have NBA coming back next week, guys. NBA is coming back next week. Let's talk about the over-under real quick, guys. Terrible spot for the Brewers. What's the terrible spot for the Brewers? I mean, pitching-wise, yes. Glasnow, elite. Glasnow, elite. Jose Quintana, the primary pitcher for Milwaukee. Yeah, he's been struggling. He's been struggling. But there's a reason why the market has moved this thing down from minus 200, from minus 195 down to minus 170. I would keep an eye on that. Can't wait to get back home. Hey, what's up, bud? Hope you're enjoying Spain, brother. Let's talk about the over-under real quick, guys. Between college football, Tulsa versus East Carolina. Give me red for the over. Give me blue for the under between East Carolina and Tulsa. Excuse me. Dog's acting up a little bit. Go. Hello. Go to bed. Give this guy a treat real quick. Red for the over. Blue for the under. Red for the over. Blue for the under between Tulsa and East Carolina. How are you guys playing this on Thursday night here between Tulsa and East Carolina? I was looking at this one earlier, guys. So you have teams that do run the ball. You do have teams that run the ball here, especially with East Carolina. So I would expect the clock to be moving here, guys. But you have 2 teams that are 1-5. 1-5 to the over. So they've hit 5 unders, 1 over so far this year. But guys, I was sitting there watching this East Carolina game a week ago when they played on, I think it was on Thursday night as well. And they were giving up some red zone. Attempts. And they were kind of just lucky. They were lucky to have that game go under a week ago. And I'm looking at the pace they play, guys. They play at a fast pace, both of these teams. Tulsa is number 4 in the country in terms of pace. East Carolina is number 8. Okay? They don't hold on to the ball either, so they don't eat up time in possession, so I do like that. Guys, I think this number's a little this number's a little low here, given the fact that they're both 1-5 to the over. So they haven't been smacking overs, but this is the perfect recipe, I think, for an over. You have fast pace. You have teams that don't hold on to the ball. I think there's gonna be a lot of possessions in this game, and that helps the over. It doesn't help the under. I think the right side is the of the total is the under. The over. Excuse me. I think the right side of the total is the over. I couldn't take the under with teams that run that fast pace. That's crazy. Dodgers not winning today. I'm a Dodgers fan, and they not winning. There you go. My man hearing it straight from a Dodgers fan. And I appreciate we were just talking about this in the Discord. I appreciate when people are realistic about their teams, man. Sometimes you're not always gonna pick on your team. If you're doing that, you're doing it wrong, man. Last call, man. What do y'all think? You think they skunking and MLB losing money? Come on, bro. Yeah, so he's talking about the Dodgers and the Brewers there. Would you take East Carolina 16.5? I think that's the right side. If I had to pick a side, that I think that is the right side to be on. Strength of schedule is not even close, and the numbers look the numbers look pretty good in favor of East Carolina. So that tells me if these guys had played a similar strength of schedule so far, East Carolina's numbers should be even better. Tulsa's numbers should be even worse. Let's get it, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Last call, man. Last call. Don't worry about it. Get off of here. Link is in bio if you guys want to sign up and join the squad. Dog's acting up, so it's definitely time to go. G-Man says Brewers or take the points. If you could get a run and a half, I think you could get a whole run and a half with the Brewers. That's probably the way I would play it. Again, guys, don't try to guess my plays, man. I just gave you an opinion for every single pick and every single side and every single total. That doesn't mean I'm going to send 10 plays, 12 plays tonight. No, in fact, the opposite. I'm pretty selective, but when I need to push the pedal, I definitely push the pedal too, man. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Do not miss some of these streams. Last call. Join the Discord. We eating. Thank you, Bun. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we out here eating. It's been a great football season. I came on here and I told y'all, watch out for my football, man. Nobody's gonna work harder than me. As cliche as that sound, I proved it. We went 9-1 in week 6. We went 10-0 in week 3. We went 10-2 in week 4. We've just been tearing them up, man. Now, am I saying we're gonna go 10-0 every week? No, but we're out here cooking, man, and we're getting the results we deserve. I think this is a good mix. This is a good mix of like X's and O's. A lot of people are way too much into the X's and O's, and they don't really step back and look at the situational spots and the scheduling spots and the storytelling that I guide you guys through. I think we get a good result. Honestly, I'm giving you guys a blueprint. I'm telling you, I think it's you can't be too much into one fact. These are all different factors that you got to take into account, and that gets you into your final prediction. But what do I know? Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. The over in the Delaware game smacked. Thank you. You're welcome, brother. I didn't play it myself, but yes, I said the over was the right way. I think I messed around and went 4-0 on those college football games yesterday, side and total. What's the free play? I do have a free play today. I will have a free play. Link is in bio, and I will drop it in the Discord. How much is the Discord? It's $70 for the whole month. That includes 4 weeks of NFL, 4 weeks of college football, MLB playoffs, NBA. It's full access. So for $70, you get access to all that. Link is in bio to sign up. 9-1 in week 6, man. We're just gonna keep going. We're already hitting 68% on the full season. 44-20. 44-20. I think that's pretty good, man. You make that back over the weekend. My man Bun, he came back for football season. I remember my man Bun came back for football season. Yeah, $70. My goal is for you guys to make that back in the first day or two, the next month, and then the next month is gravy, man. What are you 9-1? 9-1 was our result in week 6. In week 6, across the whole week, NFL week, we went 9-1. We lost on Eagles. Somebody came on here and trolled me. He's like, yo, tell me about the Eagles. Yeah, I lost on Eagles a week ago. But then we ripped off 9-0. 9-0 over Sunday and Monday. 5-0 on Sunday. 4-0 on Monday. Let's get it, guys. Link is in bio if you guys want to join up. I got to get off of here, man. We talked about pretty much every single game at this point, guys. If you guys want a replay of the stream, link is in bio to go to my YouTube. There's always a live stream there, guys. I can't go through every single game again, all over again. We've been here for a whole hour. Hit the follow button, guys. If you have any last-minute questions or any questions I couldn't get to, go to my last video and drop it as a comment. I will reply before game time, too. Hope you guys have a great day. What about the Mariners, bro? We talked about all these games. What else do y'all want me to do, man? Hope you guys have a good day. Hit the follow button. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Go drop your comments. Go drop your questions on as a comment, and I will reply to every single comment. I have to. That's what somebody that creates content has to do. See you in the Discord, compa. Thank you, brother. I will see you in the Discord. Thank you, man. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace. YouTube, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.